Hi all, it's Sunday and I'm at Jody's house and Shiloh's chilling out here in the living room. Hey Shiloh, do you like getting your picture taken? No? Okay. Hello, Diane here. It's Sunday evening, it's 10 minutes to 5. What have I done this weekend? Well, I've done a few things. I have to say, I have to start having the mindset that I have to look at what I accomplish in a weekend rather than what I don't get done. I think we all would be served better if we did that for ourselves. I'm back downstairs. It's been a busy day. There's a little clip of Shiloh earlier today. I was at my son Jody's house with my brother Jeff and Jody. I'm just going to be playing at an open mic night in a couple of weeks up in Massachusetts someplace. And he asked Jody and I to come along with them. Jody plays bass, Jody plays guitar, Jody plays keyboards, Jody plays a lot of different things. I don't play anything. I just come along for the ride. No, I will do backup vocals and stuff like that. And Jeff plays guitar and bass and ukulele. Jeff plays a whole bunch of stuff too. So we got together today for a brainstorming session. I brought my camera because I thought I might tape some things, but there really wasn't anything to tape. We basically brainstormed. Oh, I have an itchy nose. Brainstormed, got a set list together. We've got about 13 songs that we're going to go over and, brush up on, and then get together in a couple of weeks, have a little rehearsal, and then meet up at this club up, I don't know, in Georgetown, Mass. in July. And participate in the open mic night with Jeff. Jeff is what they call a guest performer, I guess, something like that. So anyway, here I am back downstairs, finishing up my laundry. I had to hurry up and get home because it was looking like rain. It really was. And I had clothes on the line for work tomorrow. Got those off the clothesline. It's so hot. I don't have the air on down here, and I really should. I'm back downstairs trying to make a dent in what I have to do and what I want to do. I want to work on some of the new quilts or the new projects that I have all lined up in those boxes. Let me show you. Here we go. Turn this camera around. Yeah. Boxes of projects. And of course you've heard me belly aching about this quilt on the wall. The quilt's been on the wall, off the wall, on the wall, off the wall. Well, I started working on it, but then as it turned out yesterday, I had to work on repairing a chair for one of my neighbors. That's finished. I have a new drapery job my father asked me about to do today, so, but I discovered something about this quilt. Here are the rows I've been working on. I was running into problems, and what happened was, and I don't know how it turned out to be I think it was like this, about this block, and this block and this block. There were a number of blocks that are supposed to be approximately 7 inches long, and these were only 6 1/4 or something. So definitely I messed up. Because see, the way this goes is this is called frame your scraps, and you find all your little scraps, and then you do little 1-inch pieces of it was actually the pattern that when I signed up for this project over 1 year ago, this is the actual pattern called Frame Your Scraps. You put all your scraps together with this white binding, and it looked really nice, and it would be a good scrap buster. So I thought it would be a great thing to try. And, it wasn't hard. It was just cutting up all your scraps. Putting 1-inch, that was the thing though, binding it with 1-inch pieces of cotton was a little tough. So I chose the black, found out I had some squares that just weren't right. So I took this whole thing apart once already, thought I had it squared away, and that's why it's also another reason why I'm not letting it die. I could just throw it all away because it's only a bunch of scraps. But no, it started, it must be finished. So we have, let's see, this is a row right here. 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows put together. And they're all right, and they're 57 inches across, so they're good. These 2 rows don't have the black binding in between yet. You can see that. And all I have to do is cut the 57-inch strip, stitch them, stitch one here, stitch one here, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. If I get that done, oh, that's too much for a close-up. Get that done. So those 2 rows, this all fits. This didn't have any of the squares with the errors in them, so thank goodness. I actually figured it out this morning while I was trying to get my laundry done before I had to go to the rehearsal. So I did figure it out. I found the culprits. Actually, where are they? They were crazy. I don't know how I put these in there. Look at these things. 1, 2, and this one, 3. And I somehow was easing them in. Never a good thing to do. So you can just so easily see that there's something up with those. I don't know what I did or how I did it. So I grabbed them out. These 2 are extras in case I find more. And I'm pretty sure that after I have to get these 2 together, and those 2 will fit right here, that row, fix this bottom binding, attach this, which I think was right, and I think I just took it apart in error. Don't you hate it? And then this top row might be complete. Is it? No, it's in half. So I guess that's where there was 1 in each row. And I'm glad that I've pinpointed the problem. This quilt top is going to be done this week. I have to make sure I finish it because it's driving me crazy. This is driving me crazy. I've got a lot of scrap left, and I might even be doing some I don't know what I'm going to do for the binding. It should have just a 1-inch black binding around it, but I think I'm going to expand that to about 3 inches. I might even make some, I don't know, half square triangles or pinwheels with some of that scrap, or maybe do some sashing with that, this particular piece of, yeah, this might turn into sashing because I seem to have a lot of it. This was left over from a quilt that I made for Jody and Jess, and there's a lot of it in here, I believe. There should be a lot of it in here because, oh, there's one over there. I had a lot of it so I could use it for sashing. And then maybe do a small border of black and then put a sashing of that and then another border of black. And maybe even bind it with this because there's so much of it. Use it up. Gotta use it up. Batiks are beautiful. Hate to leave them hanging around. So it's Sunday night, nearly 5 o'clock. I'm getting moving on this quilt because once Monday gets here, we know what happens. Nothing. You just, 9-hour days are long for me. 9 hours of work and then an hour driving. It adds up. And it's all I can do to get down here and start working again. But I'm going to try it because I think I mentioned to you the other day, I have decided to upgrade to a 12-foot. I've determined I am getting the 12-foot handy quilter frame because you can set it up as a 10 or a 12. I can keep the extra length of the 12, put it away if I decide that it's too big, or put it up if I do, because then I will never be limited in the size quilt I want to quilt. So everything's going to turn around in here as soon as that quilt top is off that wall. I don't care if it's quilted, because maybe I'll quilt it on my new quilting frame. It doesn't have to be quilted. It's just the top has to be complete, and I mean totally complete. So next time we tune in, I'll tell you what my progress is. Thanks. Have a good rest of the weekend, and good luck tomorrow on Monday.